Oh, the island. Where do I start with that? Like, my parents raced over the island. The island's just been, 50 years, easily.
Kooragang Island would have to be one of the best street racing circuits in Australia. This is an area that's ultra wide. It's like a 4 or 5 lane, 6 lane highway, and it's kilometres long and it's isolated.
Located under Stockton Bridge, quite a big bridge. It was the lead out all the way to Port Stephens on its own little island. Secluded enough that most people couldn't see you, but obviously with the word getting around, it got very popular over the years.
And it'd be packed. Both sides of the roads, mate, it would be packed. There'd be people and cars everywhere.
Sunday afternoons, it was bigger than United's football game.
1,000 people there on a Sunday afternoon was the main day.
Car-wise, you'd have easy 300 cars.
It was a great atmosphere. Like, it was really, you wanted to be there.
Some nights we'd be there 7 nights a week.
Sometimes on a Sunday you might cruise over to see who's over there, and there'd be 2 or 3 cars, whatever, and you drive back home, you'd be going over Toole Street Bridge and there's 6 cars going, right? They weren't going to gyms to get a fucking milkshake. So then we'd have to turn around and go back.
It was nothing to get a phone call at 2 o'clock in the morning and get your car out, we're going over the island, you know.
Pugs, credit to him, I tell you. He'd always just throw the call out, throw the message, and I'd be like, I'm in. Whatever time of the night it is, let's do it.
No social media, no camera phones, no, if I wanted to find out if Steve was going over the island, I had to drive to his house, You'd never ring. Casey's mum answered the phone, you'd go, oh, hello, Mrs. Davies, we just checked to see if Steve's going over the island tonight, So shit was different, man.
It was always the meet-up and hangout spot for everyone that loved cars. So if you had a hot car, you could even have a standard car. You wanted to be seen, you went down the Kooragang. And that's where the real competition, American graffiti type stuff in Newcastle really did happen.
If there was a guy from out of town coming up, you know what I mean, and someone said, oh, Joe Smith's coming up from Penrith and he's got a fast car, fuck me, mate. The island would be packed, you know what I mean?
We'd have Sydney versus Newcastle, we'd have Central Coast versus Newcastle.
I went over there and rode some motorcycles a few Friday and Sunday nights, won a bit of money as well.
Never pink slips, you'd always hear rumours of pink slips, but there was money involved. People, you want it, yeah, let's run, $100, no worries.
I used to start wanting money because I'd been undefeated in 5 years, and I started hitting people up for money and no one wanted to. I could have 15 races in an afternoon and win it by miles every time.
Was it illegal? To us, no. But we're away from everyone. We're in the public eye.
If you wanted to show your mate just how good your big block in your HQ is, or you just put a new turbo on your Capri, that's where you went to really prove it.
There was runs, there was burnouts.
As a young guy, you don't see the dangers in things. I, at that age, saw it. It was anarchy, it was mayhem, it was really crazy.
4 car wide drag, so 4 cars wide, and then 2 cars come back the other way and they clip their mirrors and broke their mirrors on either car. Yeah, I seen that. Witness was right next to me. It was awesome. Yeah, and they were going probably 120 plus.
Up and down both sides of the road, the end of the cul-de-sac, 4 or 5 cars deep, and just, lined up, someone to start you, and off you go.
I was a starter. 15 years, literally, I was a starter. So I'd get the boys up, right, one, put them close to the line, and I'd just go 1, 2, 3, and bang, center hand drop, boom. If there's 2 cars racing, there'd be another 20 lined up ready to go.
Looking at the guy next to you, I don't know, it's hard to explain. It's a psych out, I guess, you know what I mean? You want to get off the line before he does. Do you know the guy? Is his car faster than yours, you know what I mean? Like,
sometimes there'd be 3, 4.
6 cars running side by side, 400 metres.
Yeah, look, it was hillbilly.
Big wide roads and the long straight, you had plenty of time to brake, stop, because some of these things get a fair bit of pace up.
There used to be big potholes on there. Wasn't the most slick, best racetrack I've ever been on. It was definitely very how you going.
Yeah. It's the thrill. You get pushed back in that seat and just like, whoa.
let's hope that the 42 million hours you spent before working on it is all justified doing that.
Racing a car that was fast at the track, but beating them on the street, that's where it was at.
There was a white painted line, so you know, always over that first, that you were the winner. But people used to be on the finish line and cheer you on, and you know, arms waving around and cheering and all that sort of thing. So you knew you were a winner.
It's very exciting, very exciting. The adrenaline, it takes you a while to actually calm down once you finish the actual race.
There's never any aggro, you know. If someone beats someone in a race, I don't ever remember any aggro times. It's like, well, fuck, I'll have to make my car fast, you know what I mean?
Everyone had respect back in the day.
Drag racing is probably the worst value for money sport. You spend more money to spend less time in the car.
We're all kids and GT Falcons were new, so we hadn't seen V8s until then. Then there'd be guys coming in V8 Falcons, GT Falcons, Monaros. If you could get a thrifted Monaro, a HO Falcon or something, you were the king dick, you know what I mean? They were only worth $3,000 in those days compared to now. Now, you got to buy a Phase 3 Falcon, you're going to pay like $500,000, you know what I mean?
Once it all racing stopped, you'd get all the boys doing burnouts and they'd just go friggin' mad.
We have seen stuff that has gone wrong there, and yes, people have crashed into each other.
I was over there tonight, Barry Whitney got killed. He was racing an FJ Holden. In the finishing line, it sort of got loose and crossed up and that, and it actually hit a telephone pole and broke in 3 pieces. It was the first friend I'd ever known to get killed, actually.
It used to get out of control, really did.
The police knew it was on every Sunday, because it was on every Sunday. Probably every 6 months, maybe, like a year, they'd just do a raid, they'd just come down.
The coppers could see the island from up the top of the Newcastle police station, so they could, like binoculars, whatever, I don't know, and they could see when we were there or when it was going on.
When we got reports of it, of course, we had to go and investigate and go and see if we could shut it down. It was illegal drag racing, but it wasn't on a public thoroughfare. It was, out of the way. There was never really any great danger to the general public.
When the police came, if you were lucky, you'd only get the one car with the blue light and everyone would just flee. The bad ones were the raids, the full raids. They'd come with the RTA, they'd come with the paddy wagons.
They knew we were coming. Only one way into Kooragang Island. You can't sneak in. In highway patrol cars, you can't sneak in there. If we caught them drag racing and we could actually pin something, yeah, of course you did. But they had their lookouts and their cockatoos, and that was very rare.
When the lights went on, there was just people scurrying like ants. You'd have people with the bonnets up, putting things back on that were meant to be on, and disconnecting things that were not meant to be there.
Most of us boys would sort of get out of there, because if they started going through us, they probably shouldn't have been on the road, a lot of the cars that were there,
You'd defect a few vehicles, but they would just go and change the tyres, get the defect taken off, put the old tyres back on and go and do it again.
I was one of the first on the island to get my car impounded for drag racing.
We got caught over the island, I remember, and I was 18 once and give them a mouthful of chicken. Where did that get me? Fucking nowhere real fast, you know what I mean? Like, nowadays I'll pull their phone out and video them, and then, they'll be on social media, the cops won't leave me alone, they keep hassling me. Yeah, because you're being a dick, you know what I mean? Like, give respect, I suppose, you got caught, you're doing the wrong thing, suck it up and move on, like. And
today, the highway patrol cars, they can check 6 registration numbers in a second, tell you everything about the owner, the car, who's licensed, who's suspended. See, all of that, we never knew any of that.
One night, the police come in at Cooper S, and they actually did a U-turn right in the bottom and went too far, went into the sand and got bogged. So then the 2 cops got out and just stood there, and we had to go lift the car out. They had no hope of getting this Mini out of the bog. And so everybody went over there and everybody grabbed a part of the fender, and they had those little fiberglass plastic mudguards on them, on the little extensions on them. So everybody made sure they got one of them and broke it off as they lifted the car out. So and no one got booked that night. The police just got back in the car and thanked us for leaving. When they would have got back to the station, they would have went, uh-oh, how are we going to report this with every little mudguard broken?
I remember when I started in the Special Traffic Patrol, I'd drive to work in my Morris 1100 with my red P plate on. Then I'd jump behind the wheel of a GTHO Falcon or an XU1 Tirana. As a young guy, just turned 20, driving the fastest cars in the world, legally on the road. You talk about hoons, I guess I would have fitted the definition perfectly, except I didn't do the burnouts.
I don't know the coppers, but I know I've seen 2 highway patrols have a bit of a run over there. Back in the Commodore days, yeah, I never get 2 coppers pulling up. Therefore, next thing you know, stall it up and off they go. And just left, and we're like, that was cool.
Ireland, back in the day, you couldn't beat it. It was a place to be, it was a place to go with your car.
We didn't realise how lucky we were and how cool it was to do that, People might watch this and think, that's stupid, we can all go to Western Sydney or Eastern Creek and race. We didn't have that.
Probably was dangerous. Some of the things that happened over there were dangerous, but it's just sort of missed that whole environment, that atmosphere.
In the end, with the crowds there, I was too scared in case someone pulled out because I would kill them. I used to do over the finish at the track, I did 180 over the line. And doing the same sort of speeds over there was just not an option, it's too scary. because someone pulled out or someone ran out in the road, bang, they were killed.